Some of the most powerful people in the IRS aren't even allowed to know what I'm about to tell you. And it's not because it's illegal or unethical or anything like that, but because it's outside of their jurisdiction. So let me explain. One of my closest friends actually worked for the IRS for over 30 years, right? But not just pushing paper or as an agent doing filings. He was actually in the criminal investigations division. He actually built cases and in some cases put people in prison for tax evasion, fraud, you name it, whatever. And when I showed him how I actually legally structure my finances today to legally and ethically avoid paying taxes, kind of looked funny at first, but he looked me dead in my eye and he said, listen, I'm not going to say that you're wrong. And I'm not going to say that it's unethical, but I'm not allowed to even get into that part of the IRS code. We're actually trained to stay away from it. So think about that. A 30-year IRS agent, right? IRS agent wasn't allowed to actually learn this section of the IRS code that I was using. And that's when I knew that there was actually a system within the system. And most professionals, CPAs, attorneys, even investigators, are only taught how to keep you inside of the system and never how to actually help you escape it or step away from it. And so now, fast forward, he's retired. So he's allowed to talk about things. He's not legally bound by the agency or the regulations anymore. And so we started talking again about a couple of months ago. And he told me, I started digging into exactly what you showed me. And the reality is it's all there. It's clear as day. It's actually hidden in plain sight. We were never taught it, but everything you said, it actually checks out. You were right. And so, of course, I smiled, I chuckled, not because I needed validation. I've actually helped over 1,200 people do this, but because he finally saw what I've been actually trying to show people for years, right? The public system is not broken. It was built exactly to tax, to expose, and to control you. But there is another way, a private structure that legally removes you from reporting, filing, and paying income taxes. It protects your assets better than any LLC or S Corp, and it gives you access to private investments that most people never even heard of before. So if you've ever felt like something about the system just didn't add up and didn't work for you, well, you're not crazy. You are actually right. And you were just never shown the right way to do it, the legal way. And so I recorded a free video. It explains the whole thing clearly, legally, ethically, step by step. You don't have to opt in or anything. There's no fluff involved. Just uh, listen, go to the link in my bio. DM free below before I take this down because they're going to try to shut me down anyway. But once you see this, you won't be able to unsee it.